Hello everybody, and welcome back to some Project Ozone 3. How you guys doing today? I hope you are doing well. I am. So, last episode, I'm not sure. I haven't played in a while. I know we did our Draconic Evolution stuff. We got our... I think this is where we finished off. You all haven't seen this yet. Our Liquid Chaos. It's working quite beautifully. We've got 7 cores. I made a bunch of cores. And these things we can craft like it's nothing now. I do have... We'll get to that in just a minute. Instead of the copper cell, I went with the... crystal cell. This thing, add an ember to it, will hold 1.44 million of the ember, and we generate a ton with this machine. So I've kind of got everything set up down here for what we're going to need to finish our ember stuff as we go along the way. And I've been making ash because basically the only ember part we've got left, I believe. That would have worked. Is to make these crystal clusters. We're going to need that for this. I don't think there's any other reason why we need. That's a lot of items that we've got to make. I don't think there's any other thing for with embers that we need to do. So as far as my setup over here, I was talking about showing you. I have upgraded our mob farm. You'll see we have a spot here. I had a essence of knowledge, I think it was, cow, and I was going to start a farm. And the more cows I spawned here, the more laggier it got. So I moved them. I've now got 4 spawners in here that are spawning. I think this one's it's spawning the stuff for the chaos, which refined obsidian, carbon, awakened, and neutronium. And this is probably going to wind up killing everything. But if we go in here to the void, you can see our little cow setup. We've got a bunch of cows. Everything is being put in here, being transferred into, it's being turned from essence of knowledge into essence. I've got kind of a backup, and then transferring it to the overworld using an ender tank. So we've got a handful of cows right now. That's more than enough than what we need. Then we can turn this way, and then we lose all of our frames. Let's get out of here. Alright, so today, I don't think I have done anything else other than that. I really haven't been messing around much. We're up to 6 of the Draconic panels. We're transferring 3.13 million RF. Not doing too shabby. Alright, so today, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to work on some quest cleanup stuff. If we go down through here, we are getting pretty close to being done with all the mainline quests up until we get to we've got our chest stuff, or not our armor stuff to do, which we have the ability to get all the way to Draconic now. We still need to finish nuclear craft. Of course, we still got the Kiori fragment. We've got a few quests here in applied energistics and extra cells and quantum storage and a bunch of other stuff. We've got this stuff. This stuff we won't be doing right now. We can't do this until we get into Project E. We've got RF tools to finish, Project E stuff, and then turrets. The turrets. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to do that now. This stuff is stuff that we're not going to use. So I'm thinking I am more or less just going to sit and craft all this stuff up right quick and finish it. Alright, we're back. We are not necessarily done yet, but my inventory has gotten pretty full. So we have all the bases. Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4, Tier 5. We got the railgun, the Tier 5 base, and the railgun we actually got from either A, our rewards, or B, from loot bags. I don't remember which. It's been so long ago. This stuff it's fairly simple to make. Most of it is basic stuff. The IO bus is gold, redstone. Some of these pieces start getting to be a pain in the butt. We start needing like electrical steel and dark steel. The tier 5 is kind of where I'm at. We need obsidian. We got to make this photovoltaic composite, which actually we can do that. That's not hard. I thought that was going to be worse than that. So I still need to do those. Just my inventory filled up and kind of run out of room. Now we got to take a look at these guns. These guns all need barrel and chambers. More stuff for me to sit and I've got all this stuff on autocraft. What's the purpose of having all this auto crafting without using it? We are getting pretty close to being done with a lot of this stuff, so our space, while is limited, we can expand it. We've got the resources and stuff like that to do all of that we need. So yeah, we're still good. I have those set. That's awesome. Alright, so I'm going to get to work on crafting the rest of this. I'll be back. Alright, we are back. So we've got all the different guns. Let's grab a machine base. Well, nothing's going to go off here. Because you got to make ammo for these things. You need to make you can add add-ons, you can do upgrades. They need power, they need ammo, they need fuel. There's several different things that you can do with this. They're pretty cool to use. I've used them before. But it's one of those things that there's so many of that's getting old. Alright, now that the music has stopped, there's so many other easier ways to kill mobs and everything like that. Our base is safe. We're playing in a single player world, so we don't have to worry about protecting against anybody. So nothing really applies to us with that. Making them a little bit early game. The rail guns are actually really good for killing withers and stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, we don't have any use for them all, other than just completing the quest like it asks for us to do. So there is all of those complete. Beautiful. So I'm thinking we're probably going to do the exact same thing we just did with RF tools. I'm going to craft all this RF tool stuff. Most of this stuff is pretty easy to do. The biggest obstacle, of course, is the hard carbon alloy in Morganine. Morganine we've got loads of. We've got 144,000. Hard carbon is where our issue comes in, because we've got 5. So that is something that I need to work on here. So hard carbon is made. Do it in an alloy furnace with graphite and a diamond, or in there with graphite and a diamond. And I think we've got graphite taken care of. Let's change this over. So there's that. This thing is now got 2 of these filled up. Alright, so we can now auto-craft machine chassis like they're nothing. So that is the biggest part of doing RF tools. Matter of fact, with that, let's craft 10 of these. That shouldn't take very long to do. Let's take a look at our quest here to see what we need to make. So first thing we need to do is make modular storage. Shouldn't be that big of an issue to do. There we go. Modular storage is complete. This thing is actually fairly nice for early game-ish storage, bulk storage. We do not have much of a reason for it. These storage modules allows you to expand the storage to carry more items. What do we need for that? We need block of gold, and we're going to need block of quartz, and there we go. I should put that straight in there, and we probably need to put that in here. That did not complete any of those. Well, let's just go ahead and do it this way. Complete the quest. And that should take care of those. So, like I said, we've got AE set up, so there's really no reason for us to even deal with that. So, next up is going to be getting into our... I'm losing my train of thought here. Getting into crafting our own dimensions. Now, we will probably not have to worry about doing this in this pack. I say that now. We'll see as we go. With having the Wanda animation in here, we really don't have a need for it. Anything that's got a large set of EMC, we can set to automate, which is probably what we're going to wind up doing, and it's going to be compressed obsidian is how we're going to do it. So there is what we need with that. Basically, the dialing device will allow you... Well, before we do that, let's do... We need a matter transmitter. We need a matter receiver. So, if you've never used these before, matter transmitter allows you to place it near a dialing device. Matter receiver is where you want to teleport to. Basically, you use the dialing device to select the receiver. It'll tell the transmitter, hey, I want to go to this receiver, and it'll send you. You can use them transport between. You need them for transporting in between RF tools dimensions the first time. You can use them to transfer between dimensions the way we've been doing with Draconic Evolution with the dislocators. It's more or less the exact same thing. So, not necessarily something that, like I said, we're going to worry about right now. So next up, we need the Dimlet Workbench. Let's do this one, and I do not have the base part. We do have a few dimlets. Not a whole lot, but we have gotten a few from the Endermen that we've been killing inside of our... We got base parts. Inside of our farm over there. Getting anything good? Not too bad. Advanced memory unit, control circuit, weather type, most of what we'd even need. See, I need rarity like 6. Some of these are a little bit rarer than others that you get. It's kind of just hit or miss what you get. The more custom of a dimension, more rare of a dimension that you want to create. Like normally I use a emerald dimension for generating EMC. It's worked wonders for me in the past. And it's kind of one of those that we've done, and that takes the expensive stuff. So this thing, we place it down, look at it. Matter of fact, if we go in here, block of emerald, it's a rarity 5. It'll tell you what you need in order to do it. No chaos. No way. Oh, man. Just for no reason at all, we may do this. Just to say we did it. Not right now, because we don't have infinity yet. But I'm going to write that down. Alright, so we're back. But yeah, like I said, I have no reason to make one of those, but because we've got other ways of doing it, but it might be fun to do it, because in most packs, I don't think it's something that you can actually do. So next up on our quest list is to make a dimension inscriber. And that's this one right here. There we go. This allows you to take an empty tab that we had already made and create the dimension that we want. So at least right now, not necessarily worried about doing that. So let's look at our next bit of business. Next bit of business is a dimension builder. That should be that block right there. Beautiful. Dimension builder. You take the world that you create, place it in here, it'll start to power it up. It'll tell you whether or not you're going to be able to hold the power in the dimension or not, and all of that. Once it gets loaded up, then it's safe to travel. So next up is going to be our machine infuser. This we may not be able to do. I don't know. Yeah, we have not found dimensional shards yet. We can craft them. Didn't realize that was a thing, but there we go. Basically, the machine infuser allows you to put RF tools machines in. If you can see right underneath the energy, it says infused. Basically, it helps the machine use less power. It's kind of like the kits for the kits for thermal foundation. Let's fix our hole. Alright, so next up is our porter, an advanced porter. So this will allow you to teleport to a receiver. So if you've got a receiver set up home, you can set this thing up to teleport you home. Let's get this thing to accept it. It's not going to accept it because I charged it up. Oh. Really? Really? That's how you're going to do me? Alright, I had to get rid of everything, break everything around here, but it is now complete. The advanced one allows you to set, I think it allows you to set more than one. I'm not sure. I bet if we read our book, we might be able to look and see. Or maybe it's just got more power to it. I'm not sure. I don't use them. So that can go up. Those can go up. The next item we need to make is the, what was that? I forgot. The Dimension Shield Generator. Basically what this thing does is it allows you to, if you wind up or in a dimension and it's not being powered or not being powered enough, it'll let you it'll give you a little bit more time to get out of the dimension that you're in. So this is always something you want to take with you when you go into a RF Tools dimension. So that has all of RF Tools done, which is lovely. And put this stuff up, that up, and I need to get my chargy stuff back. So that. So we should be charging up again. We are. Awesome. So, alright, so now all of those quests are complete. You know, I hate doing episodes like this. I really do. But we've just got, that's basically what we've got left. We need to work on some applied energistic stuff. First step we need to make is this charger. Charger, we're way beyond needing. Basically, the charger will allow you, if you provide it with the AE2 power, you may be able, I've not used this thing in so long. Basically, they've made it to where you can find charge service in the world, so find it doing that, this thing's pretty much useless most of the time. But anyways, you put Certus quartz in it, give it power, and it'll make charged Certus quartz. So, next up on our list is to make the Crystal Growth Chamber 1 and 2. So we need this right here. We're going to need 6 of these. What are we missing? Fluex blocks. That's not what we need. We need the glass. Quartz glass. 100 of those. So basically this is what you use through applied to actually quit to get your crystals of growth. It is a very slow process to do with just doing it this way. Which is why I always love either having AE2 stuff in here. What are we missing? A hopper. Having AE2 stuff, or another way of I'm going blank. Another way of growing crystals faster, which you can do several different ways. Here we've got the enrichment chamber. You can do it in the phytogenic isolator. I've done it that way before. It is still a fairly slow process, but it is a lot faster than just throwing them in the water. So there is our crystal growth chamber. Basically, this thing allows you to give it power. You can put speed upgrades in it, and it will do these pretty fast. So that is not anything that we are going to need. Alright, so back to business. This quest just completed. We have it done. Next up is we need to make these quantum storage things. Not anything we're using the tanks, but the storage are nice, but it's easier to just do black hole units. It really is. What am I missing? Planks. Always missing something. I just crafted a bunch of those. We'll do it that way. So there's that. I'm hoping that that's not... Okay, all it needs is the piece itself. And then finally, but these are fairly easy to make. You can still get them fairly early in the game, and they will hold 2 billion items apiece. I believe it's the exact same as what the black hole unit is. And then that's going to complete a few quests, because we've already done tanks. So next up, we need to make this blast resistant ME drive. Why are you not popping up? Did I not set those to autocraft? Really? We've got 1,000 of them down there. Well, I guess we need to make one of those. No, we need 2 of them. These things go so quick now. Oh, I love it. Hooking those up over there. Don't get me wrong, the AE2 stuff does processors pretty fast. Not as fast as our laser cutter. Oh, it's beautiful. It is a beautiful thing. So there is our ME drive. There is our blast resistant ME drive. We have no use for it. Basically, this thing holds fewer drives. The only thing you don't have to worry about is them blowing up, and as long as we don't do something stupid, which we've already done once in this playthrough, we don't have to worry about stuff blowing up. So, next up on our list is a flat ME drive. We're going to have to make another one of those, I bet. Yeah. I should have known. Alright, we're back. There we go. ME drive fixture. Basically, you can place this down, and it's holds only 6, but it's flat. So it's pretty neat. So let's get this taken care of, and I believe that is going to take care of what we're going to do today. We've got... Oh no, we got one more thing to do. Oh, I forgot about that. We need to do this right here. So we're going to need 2 more of those. Probably going to need another one of those. Maybe not. I'm tired of making these things. Come on, hurry up, give me one more. We need the pure Fluix for that. There we go. Send 4 of those going. We've got that taken care of. We've got this already taken care of. There is... Why do I have patterns in here? Oh, I know. It's extra stuff that we were using but we're not using now. And then next up we need to make... Yeah, we got to make that. That shouldn't take but just a minute to do. Surface core trench, calculation processor. Really, I'm out of everything. Well, not out of everything. We can do all this we need to. So there we go. There's our quartz fiber. We just made that. We want this. There's that. There is that. And finally, our network tool. Basically, this allows you to connect wireless setups. If we want to have something connected to our system, say over yonder, without having to run cables all the way across, this thing works. It uses a lot of power. At this point, we've got plenty of channels and plenty of cables to just run over there. So I don't usually use it. It winds up using a lot of power and does make it quite a pain in the butt to keep your AE system powered up. So that takes care of more or less all of that. So we've got, the only things left we got to do is we've got to finish nuclear craft. And then after that, we've got I don't remember which one it is. Oh, iota. We've got we get into Project E stuff. So probably next episode we'll work on nuclear craft. I doubt we're going to set anything up. I had planned on it, but at this point now we're good with power. So with that, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.